So the whole foundation of what crypto is, it's supposed to be a distributed ledger that is across the system. I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem. You don't need trust.
Crypto ecosystem, the money market funds experienced acute liquidity strains. You all remember that. This reflected a structural liquidity mismatch at the heart of their operations, with them offering on-demand liquidity to investors while at the same time investing in more illiquid assets. And that is because we must contend with potentially new sources of financial stability risk. For example, one area in which the financial system is adapting to new technologies is in the so-called crypto assets and decentralized finance, DeFi. Crypto assets are exceptionally volatile and pose considerable risks to consumers. Recall, after peaking in November 21, that was just a year ago, the price of Bitcoin fell by almost 75% in 1 year. And only last month, we saw the chaotic, complete collapse of FTX, a crypto asset exchange once valued at $32 billion, and a critical player in that field. While the impact of such episodes has been contained so far, systemic risk could easily arise from increasing interlinkages between the crypto ecosystem and the traditional financial system. Policymakers, including macroprudential authorities, must carefully consider if and how the crypto ecosystem needs to be regulated. Europe has been at the forefront here with the Agreement on the Markets in Crypto Assets Regulation, also known as MiCA.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have the central banks. We have the billionaire wealth funds, all of them talking about crypto because they know that's the new system we're moving to for the fourth industrial revolution. And we know Christine Lagarde is not going to talk about the fourth industrial revolution, but she definitely says the new technology is going to be taking over. Talking about crypto, DeFi, and guys, we know DeFi is definitely the new banking. We know we've seen Christine Lagarde and Brad Garlinghouse in the same room. We know how important cross-border payments are going to be. Xrp Xlm, and a few others. But basically, guys, it opens up so much liquidity. But remember, blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. So you have currency, you have DeFi, you have smart contracts, you have cross-border payments, the supply chain. Guys, this whole economy is going to be on blockchain, just tokenized. So everything is going to be recorded. Now, in my earlier video today, guys, I talked about the distractions. We have Sam Bankman-Fried soap opera continues. And we had the Brittany Griner distraction as China goes into the Middle East and takes over. And guys, we know how the United States basically took over the world, signing a deal with Saudi Arabia in order to create the petrodollar. And now we have China getting off the dollar, Russia getting off the dollar, and they are creating a new world reserve currency, the digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you and wrote about it a long time ago because he knows when it comes to the New World Order. It's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Drama continues. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried now saying he is willing to testify before lawmakers next week. Bankman-Fried making that statement in a tweet that just came out earlier this hour. We brought it to you as it literally crossed the Twitter sphere. He said he would try to be as helpful as possible, he says, regarding the collapse of FTX, but he added he doesn't have access to much of his data and can't be as helpful as he would like to be. Now, just in the last couple of minutes, there's more on all of this. SBF now replying to this tweet by Binance CEO CZ, who said Sam was so unhinged when we decided to pull out as an investor that he launched a series of offensive tirades at multiple Binance team members, including threatening to go to, quote, extraordinary lengths to make us pay. We still have those text messages. Here's how the drama then unfolds. SBF replies this morning, you won, CZ. There's no need to lie now about the buyout. We initiated conversations about buying you out, and we decided to do it because it was important for our business. And while I was frustrated by your, quote, negotiating tactics, I chose to still do it. He then goes on to write, you threatened to walk at the last minute if we didn't kick in an extra $75 million. We did it anyway because this just made us feel more confident. We didn't want Binance on our cap table. That's the investing group. But again, none of this is necessary. You won. Why are you lying about this now? So as the world turns, the soap opera continues.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York. Long COVID 33, Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.